first step we defined material combinations, we defined workpiece geometries in collaboration with the end users. So based on that we made a choice of the material combinations to be further investigated. One of them was of course the copper to aluminium, which is the red line in the whole project, but also other material combinations have been regarded, such as copper to steel or copper to stainless steel or aluminium to steel. So all this information has been was the input for a second step in the project, which was a generic investigation. And in this project step we investigated the influence of process parameters, machine settings, material dependent parameters. All these causes were investigated and their effect on the final result was investigated. We looked at testing methods, what kind of testing methods are appropriate for a certain material combination or for a certain geometry of the joint workpieces. In the first step you have to look at the redesign of parts, because the conventional design of a conventional joint cannot be used for electromagnetic welding. You need to redesign the parts so that you are able to use the electromagnetic welding process. So after redesign of the parts, the tool coils have been designed and built to be able to use for the production of the demonstrators. This is not only the coil but also the field shaper, which concentrates the magnetic field onto the workpiece to be joined. The specific end users have done testing in-house using the same tests that they usually use for testing their products. The role of the Belgian Welding Institute in this project was mainly focused on the experimental work. So we have an electromagnetic welding machine in our lab that we used for not only for the generic investigations but also for the production of the demonstrators. Design guidelines have been developed, more extensive parameter screening has been done, studying, for example, cause-effect relationships, influences of parameters on the final results, but more specific, focused on industrial applications. Another advance of the project is related to modeling. So far models have been developed, but for modeling of the material behavior under influence of acting magnetic loads and currents. But now we have taken this a step further, and the joint formation itself has been modeled.